Welcome back to the session. We are going to see many things which we are going to use in our daily life. Okay? Because we're all going to enter into collegiate education, right? The thing what I'm going to tell you today is going to be very useful for writing purpose. How should we write? How are we going to write? What are we going to write? In which way is it going to be presented? I think you'd have understood what I'm going to tell you today, right? Today, we are going to learn new things. You're all going to enter into collegiate education where you will have lot more things to write, and later on you're going to enter into different fields. Some may become editors of newspaper, some may become reporters of a famous TV, some may become a chef also, some may become travelogue writers, some may become writers who write articles. The thing what we are going to deal today is about writing. Before that, let us see few idioms. First of all, you should know what idiom is, right? You would have already understood in previous classes, but still I just want to give you an idea. An idiom is a sentence which has an inner meaning. That's good. That's good. Very good. Very good response. Shall we see a few? Good. Blaze a trail. Idioms associated with roads and paths. We have been seeing about road accidents and a granny taken very carefully to the other side of the road by a lad. So, we have been seeing about the road safety now. So, with such words, we are going to see idioms. But idioms have inner meanings. You cannot take the word as it is. You cannot take the meaning as it is in the word. Okay. Let's see few idioms and I'll give you the meanings so that you will understand what it is. Okay. Blaze a trail. Be the first to take a certain approach. That means someone was ready to do something before anyone does. Fast track. A quick way to accomplish, to manage something. That means an unmanageable condition was managed in a very quick manner. On the beaten path, frequented or well-known path. That means a road often taken. One track mind. What do you mean by that? A narrow focus. That means we don't think about anything else. We just go the same way. We don't think in different ways. End of the road. Conclusion or outcome. That means a conclusion for something has happened before. Shall we see few more new idioms? We are going to match the idioms now. Match the idioms. Road hog. Driver who does not allow other motorists to pass. Friends, this match the idioms has been given in your book. Fine. It would be given in a jumbled order. But the order what you see here is the proper order. That means the answer has been given. The idioms have been matched. Okay. In your book, it has been given in a jumbled way. Now what you see is the right answer. Fine. So the answer for the word roadhog is driver who does not allow other motorists to pass. Get off track, lose focus. On the trail, seeking someone or something. High road, something ethical or noble. What do you mean by high road? Always in an elevated manner. The thought would be in an elevated manner, in the right manner. Something ethical or noble. On the road to, starting to achieve something. You're all on the road to success. You're all starting to achieve your higher secondary examinations. Shall we go to the next topic? Very interesting topic, my dear friends. You would have all read. In fact, you would be reading newspaper every day. Okay. What do you see in that? You see headlines. Headlines would be always in a very short form. Because there won't be is, was, it, there, like that. Okay. The concept, what has to be told, only will be there. Later on, it would be expanded. And how do we have to expand it? Expanding new news headlines. How do you do it? You should use passive voice when you report the news. Passive voice is often used to report the news. To be precise and brief, the introductory it and there are omitted. No it, no there. Abbreviations used in headlines should be expanded. For example, they would have abbreviated as CM, PM. The minister met CM. Okay. You have to expand it. The abbreviation should be expanded. Minister, Education Minister met the Honorable Chief Minister today. Okay. So abbreviation should be expanded. For example, bank robbed, thief caught, reward given by city police. Which bank robbed? Who was caught? Bank robbed, thief caught, reward given by city police. What do you understand from this? Which bank had been robbed? Who was caught? Who had been given reward? You have to understand this, right? So, it would be expanded in this way. July 10, Chennai. First, the date, then the place. Sometimes the place and then the date. Okay. A nationalized bank was robbed on 9th July, Thursday, in T. Nagar at 3 a.m. in the morning. The thief was caught by the help of a college student and was rewarded by city police. So, what should be there when you expand the headlines? You have to tell about the bank which was robbed, which date, which month, what time. Thief was caught. Who had caught him? Who was rewarded? All these things should be put in proper places for expanding the headlines. With this, you can do the other sentences which have been given to you. Fine? Now, let's go to the next topic. Guidelines for paper presentation. Paper presentation does not mean you take a ream of paper and give it as a present to your friend. It's not that. You have to speak in front of a group of audience who would be very, very eager to know things, who would be very, very eager to see how you present, how your pronunciation is, how is your body language, what are all the views you have, and what are all the negative views others have. Okay? And they would review sitting and observing you. Fine? Fine. For such a paper presentation, let's see a few guidelines. Okay? Know the requirements. First of all, you should know the time given, time limit given to you. If you are given half an hour or 45 minutes, then you can have a very detailed paper presentation. But you are allotted only 10 minutes. For that, if you prepare for half an hour, then there won't be time at all to tell people what you have in your mind. So, what all you would have prepared would become waste. That's why you should know the time limit first of all. You should have a time frame. Okay, know your audience. Create a script for your presentation. Design visual aids to make a presentation better. Think in terms of conversation. Practice before you present. Fine. If the paper presentation is in conversation manner, audience would be happy because they would feel very, very comfortable. You can question them, they can answer you, they can also put questions to you for which you can also answer. Things can be repetitive. When it is in conversation manner, you can repeat the points again and again. They won't feel bored. Okay? Then, practice before you present. Before presenting the paper, you practice it first of all. Because the moment we enter into the hall and we start presenting, unknowingly we will forget to welcome the people because our focus would always be in just telling our ideas, finishing the paper presentation successfully and coming back. It shouldn't be like that. You should welcome the people properly. You should convey the ideas, what all you have in your heart. Thank them for being so patient and listening your paper presentation, everything, right? So, practice before you present. And as I told you, time frame. You have to fix the time and you start presenting the paper so that you can see whether you are prolonging it or you are within the time frame. Example, paper presentation on the title, Keep Safe, Stay Alive. Let me give you the example live on this topic, Keep Safe, Stay Alive. Now, we are going to see how you should prepare pamphlets. Okay. I have given two examples. You try to do pamphlets for other things. Cylinder, LPG, gas cylinder. Always keep the cylinder in upright position. Do not keep the cylinder in a cabinet. Fire extinguisher. Use an extinguisher only if you are trained to use it. Never place a pressurized extinguisher upright. This is the way how you should prepare a pamphlet. It should be crisp, it should be understandable, it should be simple. Right? I have given you an idea. You prepare it now. Let's see the other one. Okay? Let's go to the next one. Now, how are we going to describe a place where we visited, which we visited? Factual description of a place. What should you do? If at all you are given a picture about a place and you have to describe it, you have to study the picture very, very carefully. Then you should organize your ideas. What train has to be taken, at what time it has to be taken, what all hotels can be booked, food, then the transportation facility, the places where you can visit, and the time frame, and coming back to your place. All these ideas should be organized very well. Write your description. How should you describe? Again, in a very simple, very understanding way. This description is a writing work. We are not going to speak it out. We are not going to tell this. You are going to write it. Fine. It has to be understandable to everyone. So, your handwriting should be legible. Then, the ideas, it should be organized. Okay. From the start till the finish. Review and revise your writing. You should first of all review what all you have written, how you have written, whether you have written it correctly or not, whether you have written it honestly or not, and then revise. Again, just go through before submitting it. This is the guideline for factual description of a place. Okay, I have told you how it should be done. You describe the place, what you have visited. Fine. Now, let's go to the next topic. Article writing. Friends, articles. Article writing, it should be very short one, but a sweet one. Fine. How it should be written? For writing a good article, keep your opening short and easy. The introduction should not be very, very big. A very short one and very easy. You should convey about what you have written in the opening itself. Text should be appealing with simple words. Cut all the unnecessary words. If you are going to talk about some person, if you are going to talk about a very eminent person, you talk about his qualities, but not in a detailed way. You don't need to add more adjectives to praise him. That is the meaning of the sentence. Cut all the unnecessary words. Content should convey the meaning for better understanding. Present the ideas in such order: illustration, explanation, understanding. Illustration. Illustration, how do you do it? You do the illustrations with many examples, right? Then you explain it. That would give you a better understanding. Now, how do you draft a speech? How would you in fact draft a speech? Pick your main ideas. First of all, collect your ideas about the topic first of all. How you are going to speak about the topic. Write like you talk. I gave you one example of speaking. That should not be the way when you speak. Use concrete words and examples. Use concrete words and examples. See, what do you mean by concrete words? What you see, what you hear, what you feel, right? The words which means those things. Fine. The words which mean those things are concrete words. If you use abstract things which can never be imagined, audience will not be able to understand. Okay? See, if you speak about your favorite singer, the moment you start speaking, the audience should be able to imagine the singer. In fact, imagine the singer's voice. The voice should ring in their ears. If at all you speak about a very great personality, known personality, then they should be immediately able to get what all he said. They should be able to imagine what all he said. For the society, this is the way you should present. Fine. Get your facts together. There should be a correlation of facts. It should not be a jumbled one. If at all you speak about a person's life, it should be crisp. It should be in a neat, presentable, correlated way. Okay? The birth, then the life, and their experiences, their death. Fine. Then it would be very, very interesting and understandable. Get your facts together. Persuade with a classic structure. This is the structure. It should be very, very neat. Perfect. Simplify. Words should not be very hard. Don't use new words. Simple, understandable, easy words will make you a better speaker. Right? So let's see. Pick your main ideas. Write like you talk. Use concrete words and examples. Get your facts together. Persuade with a classic structure. What do you mean by persuading? It should be heart-touching to the audience. Simplify. Fine? Let's see what all we have seen all this time. You'd have understood idioms, right? Will you be able to give the meaning of any idiom if it is asked to you? Yeah, good. How would you present a paper? How would you write an article? Give 2 examples of pamphlets. Can you draft a speech? Maybe these are all the types of assignments, okay, or the questions which may be asked, for which you have to answer properly. You may be given a title for which you have to draft a speech, or you may be given a topic to write an article on it, or you may be given a topic to present a paper. Fine? These are the assessments. Fine? With this, we come to the closing of this chapter. Thank you.